Well, meanwhile, another cruise ship is being held off the coast of California after the state's governor, Gavin Newsom, declared an emergency amid the spread of coronavirus. Now, the Grand Princess is docked in the state after a 71-year-old man died on a previous trip. Now, officials are concerned that this cruises as 3,500 passengers and crew may have been exposed to the coronavirus. Joining us now are the couple who were under quarantined at the Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas, after being on board the Diamond Princess. We have Tyler and Rachel Torres, and thank you both so much for making the time to be with me. And my first question is just, what has life been like over the last 4 weeks for you two, just in terms of your experience on the ship and then also while you were quarantined in Texas?
Yeah, I would say it was kind of a bit of an emotional roller coaster. We went through quite a bit of ups and downs with all the policy changes and everything. But we're just really excited to be home and safe and healthy.
And what did, there's been lots of talk just in terms of how a lot of yourselves and also the people who you were on the ship with, how they are being compensated from their work, because obviously you were quarantined for a total of 28 days. That is a long time to be away from work. So how did your employers handle the situation?
Yeah, so I had PTO covering me until the 8th of February, and I was going to start on the 9th. Well, I'm starting on the 8th of March now. So obviously I had to get with them and tell them, hey, you know, I'm going to be gone for 14 days for quarantine. And then again, another 14 days. And they handled it well. They just took me off the schedule, told me to keep me, they told me to keep them updated. And I actually just now came from occupational health and I got cleared. I can go to work on Sunday. And they did pay me for what I missed.
So occupational health, so you're working directly with others. Has there been any concern from your employer just in terms of the interaction that you will have with people on a day-to-day basis?
Yes and no. So I messaged them and let them know, hey, you know, I was on this cruise ship. What should I do? And originally when we came back from the boat, I was going to have to quarantine myself for 14 days. But now that I've been cleared by the CDC and everything down at Lackland Air Force Base, they just told me that it's okay. I had the paperwork clearing me. They signed it. And as of right now, I'm cleared to go.
And Rachel, talk to me just about your experience on the ship when you were dealing with the Japanese authority, and then compare that to your experience of what you had in San Antonio while you were in quarantine.
Yeah, I think quarantining a cruise ship was really unprecedented. So they did the best that they could. But they had a lot of crew members distributing food and such who weren't trained medically to prevent the spread of the virus, which is likely why it got so bad. But then at Lackland, they were very stringent. They had all medical providers passing out food and taking care of us. And on the boat, they would have a self-temperature check and self-symptom report. And then at Lackland, they were very thorough, and they came by twice a day to check our temperatures and check our symptoms. So
Tyler and Rachel, we have the news today that there's the Grand Princess passengers. They are on board a cruise ship off the coast of California. If you were able to give, and I'm sure some of them may be watching, if you're able to give them some advice just in terms of what they're going through right now, what you have learned from your experience, what would you tell them?
I would say the most important thing to keep us level head and stay steady is just to find something that you can be productive with. If you have, you know, the movies will only last you so long, but if you have your phone, if you have your laptop, start writing stuff down because people will want to know about it. I've wrote on my blog, thetorrestravels.com, as well as Instagram, same name, and I've just provided news to everybody. And really, it's been good because I've been able to get people over 50 care packages. I've been able to get food for people, Whataburger to everybody there on our base, including the CDC, disaster management, everything like that. So a lot of good can come from the kind of platform that they'll have on the cruise ship, and I think that it's a good idea to use it.
Well, that's some great advice. Rachel and Tyler Torres, thanks so much for making the time today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.